Welcome to the Cornell Votes presentation on registering to vote. What does it mean to register? Registering is essentially getting the government's pre-clearance that you can vote in elections. Without registering, you cannot vote. Registering in a particular county means you will vote in that county's local elections and not in your other resident counties. Your polling place will be in the county you registered in. If you are outside of the county you registered in for Election Day, you will need an absentee ballot. Am I registered? If you've never registered to vote or had someone else do it for you, you are most likely not registered, as it is not an automatic process. To check your registration status, use the following link. You may be registered but would like to change where you're registered. We can help with that too. To register, you will need to be 18 years of age or older in most states. In some states, you can register or pre-register earlier. In New York State, you can pre-register at 16. To be a U.S. citizen, to provide proof of identity. This can include the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, DMV number, or a valid photo ID. If you do not provide proof of identity, you can still register, but may need to bring a valid ID on Election Day depending on your state. There are 3 ways to register to vote. The first is online. You can register online through the DMV in 38 states. Check your specific state's DMV website to see if you can register. New York State residents can. You must have a driver's license or state ID to do so online. The second method is by mail. You can print and fill out the voter registration form and mail it to your county's Board of Elections. The third way to register is in person. Obtain a voter registration form at your local Board of Elections and submit it there. When do I need to get registered by? Registration deadlines vary by state, but be sure to keep in mind the deadline to vote in the primary versus the general election. Primaries generally happen over the summer. In some states, there are closed primaries where only voters registered with a party are allowed to vote in that party's primary election. Be aware of this and make sure to register accordingly. While there is time to get registered for November, the sooner you register, the better. If the Board of Elections or county clerk need more information from you, there will be plenty of time to correct. But make sure to update your address if you are living elsewhere next fall, especially if you are hoping to vote absentee. In New York State, the deadline to register is 25 days before an election day. You can check for deadlines at vote.org. Where should I register? This is a matter of preference. Here are a few things to consider. If you register at your non-Cornell home address, you will have to use an absentee ballot or go home to vote on Election Day. Vote in your home county or congressional district's local elections, not those in Tompkins County or Ithaca, and abide by the state's laws regarding voter ID, registration or ballot deadlines, and ability to register online, and more. If you register at your Cornell address, you will go to your assigned local polling place, vote in Tompkins County or Ithaca's local elections, not those in your other home, and abide by New York State voting laws and regulations. No voter ID, online registration, New York State registration ballot deadlines. In-person versus absentee voting. In-person voting has pros including less preparation required, no need to worry about sending mail in time, and a fun sticker. Some cons are that you must find transportation, it happens on a specific day or days, and there's a possibility of lines. For absentee voting, you can do it in your free time with no lines or transportation needed. Some cons are that you must request and submit your ballot well ahead of Election Day, and that requires being on top of your mail. So let's start registering. Using New York State as an example, we will walk you through the registration forms and answer some FAQs. The first question is, are you a citizen of the U.S., and will you be 18 years of age or older on or before Election Day? You must answer yes to both of these questions, or else you will not be eligible to vote. In number 3, fill in your full legal name, and in number 4, your birth date. 5, 6, and 7 are not required, but are recommended. Number 8 should be the address where you wish to vote. So if you wish to vote in Ithaca, this will be your Ithaca address, or it can also be your home address. And the address where you receive mail should be your Ithaca address, or where you will be residing at the time of the election. For number 10, if you have voted before, please answer honestly. And for 12, you can skip unless you haven't pre-registered before and would like to change your voting information. 13 involves your identification information. You can pick one of these to provide. If you do not have any, attach another form of ID when sending in your form, or bring one with you when you go to vote, depending on your state. New York has closed primaries. You must be a registered member of a political party to vote in their primary. In the general or presidential elections, you do not have to register with a political party. Number 14 has you pick which party you would like to enroll in, and this is the party of the closed elections that you will be a part of. 15 has optional questions, and note that you can select that you would like to apply for an absentee ballot here. You're registered. What's next? In New York State, you will receive registration confirmation in the mail. You can always check your registration status at vote.org. If you're voting absentee, be sure to request your ballot soon. Voting in person? Think about early voting or find your polling place if you will be voting on Election Day. To request an absentee ballot, use the following link. Here is some more contact information for Cornell Votes. Thank you.